Welcome to COINTABLE. I'm Chris Tisdale and I'm very excited because right now we are going to open a mint sealed, all original, never before opened box of 25 1966 SMS sets. Don't go anywhere. We got one box. We got a half a box. Wow. Holy shit, what is the deal here? My gosh, we got it. All right, guys, here we go. We are your first. So we've got the two boxes of 10 here, and then we've got the one box of 25 here. We're going to open the smallest box first. You guys, we're looking for cameos. We're looking for double-dyed obverses. We're looking for deep cameos is really what we want. And then because these are 1966, we're also looking for some no FG varieties. Those no FGs bring really good money, especially if it's in a high grade. And I have a feeling this box is going to yield something good. Don't know what, but I have a good feeling. Well, what about you, son? In case you don't know, this is Junior COINTABLE, and he's here to, he's a good luck charm right now. Right? Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Oh, this is cool. Packed by 654. Okay. Now, you guys, one thing I like to do when I first get something like this, now, obviously, this is a little different because I opened this box and it was very clear that it was sealed and had never been opened before, but I like to inspect the boxes because, after just once or twice of opening these boxes, you can tell they've been opened before. Usually what happens is the corners here will flake. I've got to stick my fingernail in there and pull it out, and when I do that, it usually will, you start to see it on those corners and edges. So that's how you know if they've been opened before. These have not. So here we go. Now you guys, I'm not saying this is the no FG, but I'm saying it's from the same die. I can tell just by the obverse of this coin. So, okay, like I said, it's not the no FG version, but it's from the same die, and you can tell because that F is hardly there. So maybe that's a good sign. Outside of that, it's a fairly standard set. They're clean coins, but I don't see anything that's going to be worthy of a premium. So. Next one. Same thing, super clean coins, no cameos or deep cameos. I don't see any double-dyed obverse there. Just awesome, clean coins. Now this one, we're getting closer. This could be the no FG variety right here. Cross your fingers. Woo! You can see there that there is no, very, very hard, barely. You can barely see the F. So, like I say, hopefully that's a sign of good things to come. Same thing here, guys. Yeah, barely. You just barely see the F. Do you know how much a 1966 no FG sells for? No. Well, if it grades MS67, last I remember, they were selling for it was either just under 1,000 or just under 2,000. So, it's a good coin, especially, considering you can find these SMS sets for 10, 12 bucks a piece. Ooh, man. If these next ones are anything like this, I think we might find one, a no FG, because these 5 coins were all minted from the same, these 5 half dollars out of these 5 sets were minted from the same die, and they all looked like they were right there on the verge of being a no FG. All right, let's move on. Open up one of the next boxes. These boxes are kind of a pain in the butt, son. Oh, no, they're not. Ow. They're actually really easy. If you just, I don't know. Hey! Okay, box number 2. This one, you guys, was inspected or packed by 688. To be honest with you, son, I don't know what that means. If you do know what that means, tell us in the comments. I'm guessing the Mint just had some sort of, I don't know, one of their, they had a, I don't know, they just, certain teams that inspected the boxes maybe on their way out to make sure that they contained what they were supposed to contain. Nice, just solid, clean SMS sets. There's a cameo, for sure a cameo. Let's see if I can. Yeah, that's a really nice coin. Lighting in here isn't really necessarily ideal, but definitely a cameo. Let me know in the comments if you can see that frost on there. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but it's just a nice, clean, frosty $50. So go ahead and take a look at that, son. Tell us what you think. You see the frost?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. How come the no FG thing is still so much more than the one with the FG on the order?
That's a great question. So he's asking why the no FGs sell for so much more than the ones with the FG. You guys, the FG, let me show you here on this camera. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm sure that a lot of you guys do know by now, but for anyone who doesn't know, the FG right there to the right of the bottom shield, this one, the F is very faint also, but the FG is the designer's initials. Frank Gasparo, I believe his name was, and he's the one that designed or engraved the Kennedy $50. And so they put the initials on there, son. And what happened was, is after they use these dies for a long time, the dies get worn down, they got to re-engrave them, they got to polish them up and basically just fix them and keep them looking nice so they can keep minting coins. Well, at some point, that FG down there, the initials, they got worn, they got buffed right out of the die, essentially. And so you can actually find this coin where it doesn't have the designer's initials, and that is known as the no FG variety. It's a fairly valuable variety. And so they're super... They're highly pursued. Let's just say that. I have found a handful of them, and they're just cool coins. So same thing here, guys. So far, this is one of those batches that just goes to show you, just because you can find something like 25 sealed SMS hits doesn't mean they're going to have anything special in them. Sometimes they do, but more often than not, the only thing that them being sealed guarantees is that no one else has looked at them. It doesn't guarantee that there's going to be anything nice in them or anything valuable or anything like that. So keep that in mind, because it's a very common misconception. I hear about it all the time. I hear people say, oh, what I'm trying to say is I feel like it's very frequent that people think you have to buy sets that have not been looked at in order to find something valuable, and it's just not true. Most of the most valuable stuff I have found in sets like these come out of sets that I can tell have been looked at a lot of times over. I think the key there is just knowing what you're looking for. Oh, there's a cameo reverse. And it's frosty on the Obverse, but I don't necessarily know if it's going to be frosty enough for a cameo designation, but still a nice coin nonetheless. What are we going to find, guys? There's a cameo. That's definitely a cameo. That's a nice coin, guys. It's a really nice coin. See if it's got any doubling on it. I don't see any doubling, but definitely got some frost on it. What did you say?
So that's cool.
And there's another cameo. I always love it the best when I find the cameo halves. The half dollars are what gets me the most excited. Doesn't look like that's a double-dyed obverse there, but again, it's definitely a cameo, so that means we have found what? Three cameos now? This one's frosty, but I don't think it's enough for the cameo designation. But nice coins. This is a great example of coins where they're not, you know, there's nothing super cameo or even deep cameo. Like I said, I do think we have 3 cameo half dollars that we have found so far. But outside of that, they're just nice, clean sets. And these halves will go to the graders and be bulk graded and then sold off to a marketer. So that's what we'll do with these sets. All right, let's take a look at the last set, or the last group of 10. The last 10 out of this 25 unopened SMS set batch. Inspected by 668 again. Nothing very frosty, just some standard clean SMS sets, SMS coins I should say. Frosty nickel, don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, definitely not enough to get cameo, but it is frosty nonetheless. Another nice half. These are very clean coins, no spots or haze or nothing like that. I expect that these were stored in a fairly good environment. Good as in like dry, not very hot. Ooh, I thought that could be an OFG, but it's not. Again, same die. You guys, I feel like now is as good a time as any to bring up the fact that I am always buying this type of material. In addition to opening it and making content for you guys to enjoy, I'm a functioning coin dealer. That's what I do. That's how I make my living. And so if you've got anything like this, SMS sets, proof sets, mint sets, rolls of coin, anything at all that you think I might be interested in, please feel free to find me at COINTABLE on Instagram. Send me a DM anytime. Or also you can select or you can just send me an email, basically. Either leave it in the comments or send me an email here to the email associated with this COINTABLE YouTube account. Right?
Yeah.
All right. All right, you guys, we got 2 more to go out of the 25. This was a pretty, I don't know if boring's the right word, but it was the most common. This is the most common. I've posted some pretty crazy things on YouTube that I have found. This is what you get more often than not is just the typical, it's why there's a premium for cameos and for varieties. It's because you just don't find them everywhere all the time. So that nickel's getting closer to cameo, but not quite there, especially on the reverse. So there you have it. All right, guys, that's it. We opened 25 SMS sets. They've never before been opened. No one's ever put their eyes on them. He and I were the very first. You guys enjoyed that with us, so thank you very much for watching. Do me a favor. I don't ask for much. I'm here to create value and to bring you value, but if you like this type of content and you're not already, please subscribe. Please share it, like it, comment it. Tell all your friends it's the best coin table on YouTube. Or, oh, I blew it. I blew it. Dang it. Oh, well. Thanks for watching, guys. Huh?
You're going to have a blooper section at the end because there's plenty.
Listen to that guy. You know, plenty bloopers, that's for sure.